Hello, this is Dr. Tina Tessina, also known as Dr. Romance. I'm a licensed psychotherapist in private practice and author of 13 books in 17 languages. Today I want to talk to you about Dr. Romance's guide for spreading kindness. Kindness is so important in life. The Dalai Lama said, "My religion is simple. My religion is kindness." And he's a very wise man, because when we're kind to ourselves and to each other, what happens is life gets very much more enjoyable. We have more energy. Things go smoother. We're calmer. Kindness is a wonderful lubricant for your life that will make everything flow better. So kindness starts with being kind to yourself. You have to develop, and this is something a lot of people have a hard time with. I work with this a lot in my private practice. You have to develop kindness within. You have to learn to be kind to yourself and not harsh to yourself. It takes practice. It takes developing a relationship with yourself and being kind. When you have that going on in the inside, it's automatic that it will go on the outside, because you build a pattern in there that you will then spread out to other people. The next thing is kind words. Kind words are so valuable. To send kindness in an email, in a phone call, in a little note, put Post-it notes on people. I write on soap on the mirror in the bathroom a kind thing to my husband. "You're a wonderful man and I love you," something nice. Frequently, not so frequently that it becomes routine, but every once in a while, just to boost his day. Little pats on the shoulder, doing little nice things for people, offering to share what you have that's extra. Anything like that is really helpful. Kindness tends to generate itself. It tends to get more kindness back from other people. When you take care of your friends and family and give them what they need, always remembering to be kind to yourself. You can't deplete yourself to give to others. And you run out that way anyway. You keep the kindness going with yourself, and then you share with friends and family. It starts coming back to you. It starts a circular motion, like the wind on the earth, that you blow kind things in other people's direction, and they blow kind things back to you. And it's a very nice thing to do. It feels good to do it, and it feels good when it starts coming back to you. So kindness is very important. One of the important ways to be kind that a lot of people are uncomfortable with is when you're around somebody who's grieving. People grieve for a whole lot of reasons. They grieve because they've lost somebody. The obvious thing we connect grief with is death. But there's also grieving after a relationship doesn't work, or if somebody has moved away for some reason, or even when one of your coworkers that maybe you were used to having lunch with or something gets a different job. You're happy for them, and they've gotten a promotion or whatever, but then you're grieving because that person that you spent time with isn't there anymore. We can grieve for possessions. We can grieve for pets. We can grieve for all kinds of losses. And the longer you live life, and you can take that from me, the longer you live life, the more cause there is to grieve. So it's really important to learn how to be kind to people who are grieving. Learn how to be kind to yourself when you're grieving, and learn how to be kind to other people. It isn't difficult. You don't have to know the right thing to say. What you really need to know is how to listen. People who are grieving need a witness. When you're grieving yourself, you need to witness your own grief as well as find other people who can witness it with you. You don't have to say much. You can just say, "I'm sorry for your loss," and then let the person talk about what that loss is. And share your kind memories of whatever was lost to help that person recognize that they did have wonderful things from that person or possession or whatever it was, even though it's gone now, they still have all that treasure of those wonderful things. So that's how you be kind with people in grief. Then don't forget to express your gratitude, beginning with the thing you learned when you were 3 years old, which is please and thank you. To learn to say thank you to people. Say thank you more than it's necessary. You can never say too much thank you. Learn to say, I really appreciated when you stopped and talked to me the other day, or when you helped me with my work project, or when you used your talents in my behalf, or whatever it is. Learn to say that out loud. Don't just grunt and say thanks, but learn to say out loud what you're thankful for and why you're thankful. Remind your good friends and your loved ones, your children and your partner and your parents and your siblings. Remind all those people why you're glad they're in your life. Every once in a while, just say something nice, you know. I really enjoy spending this time with you, and it's a wonderful thing in my life, and I want to know I appreciate you. It's a little awkward to get used to saying that, especially if you're used to being harsh to yourself. It's hard to be kind to other people. So learn to say that to yourself. Learn to say every morning, here's what I appreciate about you. Say it to yourself every night before you go to sleep. You'll sleep better. And then saying that to yourself will create a process that gets you to automatically say it to other people. Spread the kindness around. It's really important. And whether you're giving or receiving, every gift you give and every gift you receive is love. It's not what the gift is or the value of the gift or whether it's the right color or whether it fits or any of those things. It's the idea that somebody cared enough to give you something, whether it's a tangible gift or whether it's the gift of their time or their smile or their conversation. What you need to recognize is that behind that is love and kindness. So say thank you. When you give gifts, understand that you yourself are being kind. When you receive gifts, understand that the other people are being kind. Whether those gifts, or they can be in a package with a ribbon on it, but they don't have to be. They can be just somebody giving you some of the oranges off their tree, or the cookies that they just baked, or a nice smile, or a little help, or picking something up that you dropped, or making it easier for you to do something. Kindness is one of the most valuable gifts we can give to each other. And the more kindness you give, the more you will have. Kindness is like perfume. You can't spread it on others without getting a few drops on yourself. And you can't spread it on yourself without getting a few drops on others. So, this is Dr. Romance, wishing you a life full of kindness that you're giving and receiving, and I know that will lead to a life of happiness. So this is Dr. Romance signing off.